Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4 is about to go live as the cinematic trailer has just been shown, full of Easter eggs and secrets which we're not only going to be showing today, but everything once downtime actually lifts, even though it hasn't started, so make sure you're sticking around until the end. Don't forget, when picking up the Battle Pass, it would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug if you could enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop, literally one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter, only 3 digits long. Last video I asked you guys to name this emote, and here's a ton of hearted comments on screen right now that got it right. This now, however, is our new emote, so let me know what this is down below in the comments, and if you get it right and your comment gets hearted, it could be showed on screen in the next video. And considering we're incredibly close to 2.55 million subscribers, whilst you're clicking buttons, hit the button, turn on all notifications. After all, it only benefits you, as we do try and give different subscribers every single day, with proof for that on screen right now. So as we dive into everything now, as the cinematic trailer's been revealed, before we break every new feature down that's literally been shown to us that you perhaps missed, don't forget to we're due another which is scheduled to premiere at 3 AM Eastern Time once downtime actually starts. Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4 Last Resort gameplay trailer launch, and it is 1 minute 10 seconds long according to FireMonkey. And despite that being the gameplay trailer showing off more of a gameplay view, we have a ton of gameplay mechanics and secrets that you need to know about, which we're going to be breaking down individually after you watch the cinematic trailer in its raw form right now. So with that said, first of all, at the end there, all the Battle Pass skins have been confirmed now in the end screen, which I've got an image of to put on screen also, and despite us getting KLOMBO being the biggest TikToker in the world as a collaboration integrated into this Battle Pass that we just saw in the cinematic, we also have a speculated Ahsoka Tano, which I'm guessing is either going to be level 100 or the secret skin. A lot of people have been previously saying that KLOMBO is going to be the secret or unlockable skin, just like we have Paradise Meowscles this season or in any of the prior two to that, Chapter 4 Season 1 and 2, Geralt of Rivia and Eren Yeager. As shown at the end of the cinematic, with Cado Thorn equipping his wings, almost turning halfway into the vampire version that we can see on this image of the Battle Pass skins, which isn't the key art. For those that are wondering what key art is, of course this is it, what was leaked prior to Chapter 4 Season 3 starting for Chapter 4 Season 3, and this is what it's going to look like for Chapter 4 Season 4, not showcasing every single skin. Speaking of all the skins though, all of the Battle Pass skin names we actually have now, so it starts with Nolan Chance, Piper Pace, Fish Thick, because obviously he's a buff version of Fish Stick, May, Antonio, KLOMBO, Cado Thorn, and of course Ahsoka Tano. Of course, with downtime commencing at 3 AM Eastern Time, which happens to be around 8 AM I believe in the UK for me, of course we can expect the update itself to drop around 4 AM ET, just an hour after. Personally, I'm just glad to see the heist theme return from Chapter 2 Season 2, and we know the direct correlation to this, as in the trailer, not only Cado Thorn brings the skull of Oro from time traveling to, as you can see right here on screen, March 25th, 2020. But speaking of this date, believe it or not, Fortnite's attention to detail, as FMBR Intel states, is actually crazy, so obviously that date was on the Time Machine portal or whatever Cado Thorn is operating. And then if we take a look at the release date of Oro on fmbr.co, as you can see, this was the official release date, the 25th of March 2020, of the Oro skin in the item shop. We've always speculated that Oro could directly be linked to Midas or be a separate version of him once completely succumbing to the gold touch ability. Of course, with the crown it correlates more to the King Midas Midas mythology of the actual character, not the one just in Fortnite as a skin, and considering the name of this season is Last Resort, as you can see the connection between the A and the S, as many YouTubers and people on Twitter have actually managed to dig and find out about, this looks like an M once joined, and from downloading the font and putting the A and the S together, this doesn't happen automatically, so this may be, you know, Fortnite foreshadowing with the M, and Oro returning a similar gold touch-like skin that Midas also could be returning, if it wasn't already obviously possible from Shadow Thorn time travelling back to such a time once Midas was around in Fortnite, the main part of the storyline, to then collect Oro's skull. Don't forget though, we have been baited toward his return before with a spray like this, with his hand being consumed in chrome, correlating to Chapter 3 Season 4 when this was added into the game's files, and then this cosmetic didn't even come to the game, let alone Midas' return in the Fracture event. Despite the two collabs we've already discussed, Kabe Lame and Ahsoka Tano, Sheena pointed out on screen that Payday 3's Twitter account has interacted with a Season 4 related post, and a collab would fit very well into this season. Hypex then actually reminded us that they have done this before, but they could have been baiting it, or it could have been scheduled and then dismissed until a later date or a better time for Payday to be collaborated then into Fortnite. With all the correlation as well to the heist theme or spy theme of agents and such with Volts returning, we can only pray for one more thing to make this season start perfect, as you can see Sheena stated, and yeah, this is literally the Battle Pass menu with interactives and Easter eggs, and even agent rooms and cutscenes for each individual one of the Battle Pass skins. As for the loot pool, it's looking very promising also guys, so Sheena stated, confirmed weapons for Season 4, Infiltrator Pump Shotgun, Twin Mag Assault Rifle, Scoped Burst SMG, Business Turret, which obviously we saw in the trailer, Rocket Ram, which we saw in the trailer again from Fish Thick using, the Foundation's MK7 Assault Rifle, Midas' Drum Gun, Zygon Choppy's Ray Gun, and even more that Epic didn't list yet, so this will be revealed also in downtime once the actual update is put onto platform, so data miners can literally get the code and pull everything out. But when that happens, make sure you follow me on Twitter, linked in the video description down below, and don't forget I'm still putting V-Buck codes on my story for Instagram, linked in the video description down below too, at any random time. It's literally your last chance now to get a free season battle pass, so make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity, as we're less than 5,000 followers over there, so you have a pretty good chance. Despite the two different variants of Shadow Thorn, I was going to mention this earlier in the video, of course becoming a vampire in the trailer, and then this literal vampire full consumed version or changed version shown at the end. Of course now we know this is most likely going to be the vampire boss, again correlating to the eventual Fortnitemares event, which will be happening in this season, as we know it's the last one of Chapter 4, with Chapter 5 starting on December 3rd, 2023. Speaking of Shadow Thorn, we also have a new edit style for him shown for the first time right here with the other two crew skins, which I don't think Epic Games meant to do early, but yeah, this is the full image. I don't know why I'm getting Spider-Man mask vibes or beta Spider-Man mask vibes as if it was on an old console, but yeah, we'll roll with it. Speaking of Shadow Thorn, once again with Mega City staying, of course if it wasn't already obvious, the Kinetic Blade, as Hypex states, is returning in Season 4 to traverse around the island. Personally, I think in each season we do need two of these types of aerial movements, being the Kinetic Blade and hopefully the Grapple Glove actually staying. Hypex also came out with a list of mythics that are planning to come back to Season 4, as a lot more from Chapter 2 Season 2 than we already mentioned in Sheena's list are Discharge Shotgun and Shockwave Launcher, Midas' Drum Gun we already mentioned, Ocean's Bottomless Chug Jug, which we only saw once, TNT's Kaboombo, a new version, Foundation's MK7AR we already mentioned, Gunner's Stinger SMG, which we didn't, and then everything else we already mentioned, Zygon Choppy's Ray Gun, Overclock Pulse Rifle, and the Havoc Pump Shotgun. The intent of Shadow Thorn appearing on the Fortnite island with Oro's skull is unknown, however we already know this isn't his first destination or stop off in terms of bringing something to another dimension or reality. As Firemonkey pointed out very specifically as an Easter egg in this trailer, Bunker Jonesy appears to have been collected by Shadow Thorn, who seems to be doing push-ups in his prison cell. Bunker Jonesy has foreshadowed the future before, so if he didn't already know this was coming or needed it to happen for perhaps what is yet to unfold to end off the chapter, I'm guessing he would have already planned ahead, considering he knew about the final showdown by drawing this from completing the Fortnite puzzle before it literally happened. Of course, we're still yet to get leaked to more about this season once downtime actually commences, but servers are offline. One of those cosmetics being a completely free one that everyone collects every season for getting the first Victory Royale in normal core modes. With that said, Ako's created a concept being the Crescent Brella of what he'd like to see upon downtime commencing or lifting whenever it gets revealed for the first time, which I think looks incredibly clean. Drop a like if you agree and are hyped for Season 4, and subscribe for more with all notifications turned on so that you don't miss any future uploads. Don't forget, before picking up the Battle Pass, it would be greatly appreciated if you can enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop. Don't let it go to waste. As for where you go to now though, if you haven't watched this video on screen, click it now whilst you wait for the very next upload I do publish on the channel.